What's going on, guys? Dave back again, and today I'm taking a look at something that's well overdue. A lot of people have already done their reviews, unboxings, and everything on this. I don't know what, like a year ago, but I just actually got it today. And the only reason that I ended up picking up this kit, even though it's a great kit, it is a transforming kit, and as you guys know, I am not a big fan of transforming mobile suits, but I have a conversion coming for this guy. So what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to do the unboxing today. We'll do a build-up review on it. I will do the transformation this time to show you guys how and my thoughts on that. And then when the conversion comes in, we'll do a step-by-step. I might even do a live videos as I do the step-by-step. That way I can answer your guys' questions as we go. All right, without further ado, let's get into this. As you can see, this is a Ver.Ka. You've got your typical Ver.Ka artwork on the front of it. It's really nice. Not my cup of tea, but it is really nice. Starting off with digging into the box, you've got your instruction manual. This, of course, is the Mobile Suit MSZ-010 Double Zeta Gundam Ver.Ka. Now, taking a look at the instruction manual, you've got some poses on here. You've got information on here both in Japanese and English, which I really appreciate. This thing, it does look really cool, but when you guys see the conversion, you'll just go, okay, that's so much better. It does come with 2 core fighters on here. It does transform into the G-Fortress. Now, one thing I would say is it would be nice, especially with these really large kits, if they would include a base. Come on, guys, like Bandai, get with it. The bases cost almost nothing for you guys to produce. I realize they're not that expensive to buy, but it would be nice to get something. You know, the Providence came with one. Why not include one with a Ver.Ka? Hello. Taking a look at these pages, you've got all your runner layouts, and other than some poly caps, everything looks like it gets used except for over on this runner. There's some bits and bobs that don't get used. Taking a look at 6 and 7, you've got, looks like core fighter being built up over here, how to mount it onto a stand, how to add the landing gear to it. Pages 8 and 9, 10 and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Looking, there's a lot of little parts that they did this almost like a real grade in a lot of sections where you have back panels showing through the front panels to give it that color variation, and I think that's a great thing that they did with this. Pages 16 and 17, just a bio, how they ended up coming up with the design. You've got all this information that's in Japanese and then the translation in English over here. 18 and 19, 20, 21. This is just mostly the assembly, how to put everything together. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And this thing does look, even though I don't like transforming suits, this one does look pretty badass as the G-Fortress. It looks pretty just bulky and just out there. The reason I say I don't like a majority of the transforming suits is a lot of them end up, they just look like you took a Gundam and just, I mean, look at something like Curios, or, you know, the transforming from mecha into a plane. They kind of look stupid. 28, 29. And this is going to be your separation, how to get out the core fighter, and just how to have your smaller sets. And it also has small landing gear, though I have heard it won't really hold up. It should be on a stand. 30 and 31, you have your color layout. You've got all your colors up in here, and then you've got all your decal placements. And what's nice is they're not stickers. They are water slides, except for there is a metal foil that I'll show you here in a second that only has like 6 pieces on it. And then the back of the instruction booklet. Here is the one foil sticker that comes with it. You get 2 eyes, and I'm assuming these are probably all for guns that are on here. Your 1 sheet of water slides, and these look pretty good, and I'm actually surprised. This is actually a minimal set of slides for a kit that is going to be this big. Usually it's just smattered. I want to give an opinion here. I've never quite understood the theory of, because when you watch the shows, they don't have decals and stuff all over them. They might have what unit that they're with on a shoulder or something like that, but when you get the kits, they have all these stickers, and I'm not a big fan of all the decal placement everywhere. Something like Sazabi or Sinanju, okay, the trim lines, those make sense, but a lot of these, all the warning decals and everything, I'm not a real big fan of them. Now, getting into the meat of the kit. All right, so we have 2 of these runners. You get this blue section up here, you get some white over here, which almost looks to be an off-white. And I don't have anything white in front of me, but it looks to be an off-white by my eyes. You've got your standard yellow over here. And again, you get all the clear parts that are up on here. And as I stated, you get 2 of these. Runner B, you get this ABS plastic. It is in the gray. You've got all your hands on here, a bunch of frame sections. I'm going to assume this is part of the leg, but the details on here are very nice. Nice and crisp. The inside panels of the waist, part of the faceplate over here. Like I said, the hands. Everything looks really good. Runner C, you get 2 of. Again, this is in that ABS. Backing on the missile pods over here. You've got part of wings. Just a bunch of chunks of sections in here. You get a Werner over here, some small Werners. Runner D, you get 2 of. Do you see a pattern? Yeah, so this kit has a lot of double runners. So you get more internal parts, looks like a joint part over here. A lot of these are going to be for the transforming parts. Another Werner over here, joints, more parts for moving. Runner E, you get 2 of. That's right, you get 2 more Runner E's, and these are going to be exterior parts. You get the white on here. I'm actually surprised with this being a Ver.Ka that there's kind of minimal panel lining on the exterior here. Usually Ver.Kas are just overboard with panel lines, and I know that was something with the original Double Zeta that it was just kind of, well, it was blah. With it having minimal exterior details, I guess you would end up saying, that kind of leaves you a blank slate to add your own. So that is really good for those that want to get into customizing or doing your own thing. I think that will be great for you guys. But yeah, so here's for down. I think these are down on the ankle. I know there are little panels that pop out on here, the little panel lines that are going on here. And I almost forgot the big ass beam sabers. These things are huge. These are basically perfect grade beam sabers going on to a master grade. Runner F1, you get this nice colored red. You get all your rocket pods up on here, and you can see even on these panels over here where you get the swirls in the plastic. I don't think that they can really I mean, because the injection and how much that they're putting into there, that they can really help that. It'd be nice to have a kit for once that doesn't have that if you're just wanting to build it and do it on the shelf. But if you have one of the sanding blocks that I end up always advertising, the buffing blocks, that just ends up removing that and you don't even end up seeing it, except for on the metal injection pieces. Those it's in the plastic, you can't get rid of those. You get some internal Werners on here. You get some red piping details over here. You get some small thrusters, which I'm going to assume are for the core fighters over here. Runner F2 is just a continuation of doubled parts that are on F1. Runner G1 is in that off-white color, and you get your pilot on here, and you get head pieces on here, some skirt panels, faceplate. Runner G2, which a lot of people have been talking about, even when I checked other people's reviews and builds. This is in a soft satin silver, and I really like, because there are no, there's no swirls on here, because it looks like they did the spraying over, and I think the original color kind of looks to be white. So I want to say it was probably white and then they did the silver over, but it's really nice. You can see it gives that silver accent, but it's not overbearing. There's no swirls in it, and I think that just adds a great little detail of pop. Runner H is in a bright blue. You get some chest pieces on here. It looks like part for the back, chest pieces up here, or actually goes over the shoulder. And you can see there's a lot of little sliding pivot parts that are on here. And I can see, though, I don't want to get, if I get the reflection just right on there, I don't want to get too ahead of myself with doing sanding and stuff on the body of this, because I know a lot of it's going to get replaced with the conversion. So there's no point in doing double the work. But you do have some divots. I'm really surprised that there's not much on the bigger pieces, but there are on the smaller pieces. Like there's a couple of divots right where that part is right there. Runner I, there's 2 of. And these are going to be in a deep navy blue. Get some swirlies on there. I guess that you can just add those for accent. At least it's matching on each side. and these are going to be for some wings, and a majority of these are going to be for the backpack because I think it's that dark blue. So here is your one runner of polycaps, and I'm actually really surprised because sitting right next to me is Jink Striker, and I think it has more polycaps on its runner than this guy does. So I'm kind of surprised by that, especially with this being transforming and everything, but that's what you get. Last but not least are the two giant beam sabers, and these are pretty much just perfect grade beam sabers. Nothing special about them, but yep, there they are. Now if you want to do something special, I know they'd make LED backed beam sabers. You could add those, but I don't foresee ever pulling the beam saber handles off of the backpack. All right, boys and girls, there we go with the unboxing of the double Zeta Ver.Ka. Like I said, I know I'm about a year late on that, but I just picked it up because I ended up ordering the conversion. So stay tuned for that. I am going to get this all built up. I'll do a review of it for you, and then when the conversion comes in, we'll start building her up from there. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Definitely stick around because I believe my next video coming up is the unboxing of the Dendrobium. Yes, I finally got one after all these years, and I am super stoked to show you guys and get that all built up. I am taking a friend's advice on this, which thanks Jim. I'm just going to get it all built up, and then any mods and everything I'm just going to do in sections. That way, well, it's built up, it's up on the shelf, and it's just not a giant box taking up a quarter of a room. Thank you guys for all hanging out with me. I will see you guys all in the next video. Make sure and hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Tune in every Monday because I do giveaways every Monday, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, YouTube.